have not been looking.
He doesn't look happy.
I'm a little congested. I apologize.
He doesn't look happy at all. Oh, dude, he doesn't look happy. I know Nate when he's sad. Fuck. Yo, chat, real quick. Let's real quick. Nate Shot to me is like one of the few people. I'm getting emotional here, chat. Real talk. Nate Shot to me is like one of my heroes when it comes to gaming, when it comes to Call of Duty. Really, I only played Call of Duty because I really enjoyed Nate Shot and the vlogs he used to do back in the day when he was in Optic, back when I was in middle school. And to see the guy this sad, like, dude, look how bro, it hurts me. This dude's like my hero. I don't like to see my hero sad, you know? Like, real talk. Like, him, Valkyrie, like, I've been following those two for a while. Guys. And Nate Shot, especially, is like one of my biggest heroes when it comes to content creation. And, oof.
I have not been looking forward to this video for quite some time now. I'm a little congested. I apologize. Unfortunately, I do not have some awesome announcement or really anything exciting at all. Actually, today's video is really disappointing and upsetting for me for many different reasons. I think everybody, our entire company is upset. It's a really unfortunate situation, so I'm just going to jump into it and talk to you guys about it, and hopefully it makes sense. 100 Thieves will not be a part of competitive Call of Duty next year. We will not be a part of the CDL. We will not have a team competing for our brand. And I wouldn't say this is the end of my participation.
That sucks. That's tough. I don't follow Call of Duty as much. The only times I do is with 100 Thieves. And before 100 Thieves, I kind of stopped watching Call of Duty. But I know how much Call of Duty means to Nate Shot. He kind of built his career on it. So the fact that he can't like have his own team, his own organization, be in Call of Duty, the one game that he built his like legacy on, like that's like saying Double Lift became like an organization owner, right? Or Sneaky became an organization owner, and because of some legality thing, he wasn't allowed to have a team in League of Legends when he built his career on League of Legends. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
100 Thieves participation in Call of Duty, but we will not be fielding a roster. Activision has decided to franchise, and obviously there are a lot of costs that come with that, but we're going to talk about everything so that hopefully this all makes sense. First off and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone. If you've been a part of Call of Duty in some way or another, just thank you. I've built my entire career off this incredible game and this incredible community, and I have best friends that I'm going to have for the rest of my life, and I have stories and memories that will always live on, whether that's in my mind in the videos that I made or the incredible productions that 100 Thieves put together with our team this year. Just so many accomplishments and so many moments that have just been an honor to be a part of. I love this game and I love this community, and that's never going to change. But the fact of the matter is the CDL is incredibly expensive. It's so expensive.
Oh, I don't like to see my hero this sad, man. I'm confused, Lamau. What's going on? Let me give you a quick rundown. So, 100 Talk Pod is an amazing podcast. They review everything on 100 Thieves. Definitely check them out, by the way. They told me that, long story short, Call of Duty 100 Thieves, one of the esports teams I follow, mainly because CEO Nate Shot's in it, and one of my favorite content creators, Valkyrie's in it. He built his legacy on Call of Duty, right? Like, he was a pro player before he was an esports organization owner. After he retired from Call of Duty, he decided to make an esports organization, and he franchised a team in League of Legends esports, 100 Thieves, right? But recently this year, he was able to make a Call of Duty team. Long story short, Call of Duty is now franchising the way League of Legends is franchised, and because of that, he will not be able to have a Call of Duty team, which sucks. And it sucks because he built his legacy on Call of Duty. And like, that's like you being a big fan of Double Lift, right? I just say him because he's a very recognizable name. Or like you being a big fan of Faker, right? And then Faker decides to own his own organization and make a League of Legends team. And then he makes one for 1 year. It does good. And then because of some new legal law, Faker can no longer have a League of Legends team or own a League of Legends team. And you're a huge fan of Faker. Like that, like, yeah, that sucks.
Not only are there a lot of upfront costs, but there are a ton of operational costs that we'll be spending money on and resources on for years. And we are just not equipped and not prepared to make that jump and to make that decision to be all in.
And this guy's like my hero.
There are so many things that 100 Thieves is focused on as a company. I mean, I think we're up to like 30 full-time employees now. We have
That's hype.
a ton of part-time employees, tons of contractors. We have content creators. We have other players and coaches. We have so many different assets that we have to protect. And so many people's careers and
Why
lives
won't they, and why is it a big deal for them not to?
continue to be a part of.
That's what we're finding out.
Support them so they can help support 100 Thieves.
That's
Not
why we're
just
watching
focused
this.
on esports, although we do have League of Legends teams and we have Fortnite players, and we're going to expand into other titles this year. But we're an entertainment company that really focuses on storytelling and entertainment. And then we have our apparel business, which is really what this company was founded upon and something that I'm truly passionate
Can you raise the vid's volume? You heard.
about. And I know a lot of people at our company are too.
Let me know if that's good.
So we have so many different investments and so much time and so many resources that need to be invested into these things that for us to make such a costly investment into Call of Duty would possibly jeopardize really everything that this company has been building over the last year and a half and 2 years for me. So it's just a risk that we can't take right now. What I need you guys to understand is that we're a startup. You know, obviously we've made a ton of progress and we've accomplished many things, but we're still a new company. And to make a financial commitment as large as this just isn't possible for us right now. The second thing that I would say is 100 Thieves is our brand. I mean, people have poured their blood, sweat, and tears into 100 Thieves. And with the CDL, it's a very good possibility that 100 Thieves would cease to exist in the way that we want it to. Our branding and our persona and our identity is the lifeblood of this company. And we want to stay true to that. And we want that to be what we represent. And I just don't think it'd be possible with the CDL. And so there's so many things that we're focused on, but 100 Thieves at the end of the day is number one priority, obviously, the brand itself. I mean, I have it etched on my skin. And for us not to be able to represent that fully, it just doesn't make sense for me. It doesn't make sense for us. So I can't be a part of it. We're not prepared to find a city either. We're not prepared to put our flag in one place and say, this is our home. This is a worldwide brand. It's an all-encompassing brand. It's something that I want everyone to feel like they're a part of it in more ways than one. And picking a city and building out a local operational team, and I mean, I can talk about that for a very long time, but there are just so many different variables that bake into city-based franchising that we just do not have the resources to commit to it. I mean, if we pulled together everything we had, I'm sure we could pull it off. I really believe in our staff and I believe in the people making decisions here, but it would just be an undertaking that we cannot take a risk on and we cannot go all in on. I'm just bummed. I mean, there's so many different things at play here. There's so many different scenarios. We thought about this and debated it and ran through different financial models and ran through different scenarios so many different times with some of the smartest people in esports, with our entire company, with our board, with our investors. This is not a decision that came without a heavy heart. We debated this for so long, and you guys know how much I love this game. But at the end of the day, there's just too many careers and too much money and too much passion at stake for it to possibly all go down the drain because of one decision. I just want to say thank you to our players. You guys gave us a year that I will never forget. Major champions back to back, runners up at the World Championships. You guys put your entire careers on the line to take a risk on an organization that had not existed in this community prior to last year when you signed with our team. And for that, I will always appreciate you, and I will always say thank you. And we're gonna be friends for the rest of our lives. And I'm gonna support you guys in any way that I can and help you guys any way I can. But I know you guys are gonna do great things, and we've talked personally, and so you guys know what the deal is. I don't even need to say anymore. But to our fans and our supporters that bought our apparel, that were in the Twitch chats, that were commenting on YouTube, that were at the events, that went to our pop-up, that cheered us on with everything that you had, thank you. Because that meant more to me than you'll ever know, and it meant more probably to our employees at our company than you'll ever see. Our production team did an incredible job with 0 to 100 and told that story. If you guys want, just go catch up on it, because it was just an incredible year. I don't think words do what this team accomplished for us justice. Just thank you. To wrap this up, guys, I hope you can tell by the way that I'm speaking about all of these things, I'm just bummed. I'm sad. I'm upset. And it's going to sting for a very long time. And hopefully you guys understand why we made this decision, understand my line of thinking, and why this is playing out the way that it is. But it's just a shitty situation, man. There's no other way to put it. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Best of luck to the Call of Duty community. I doubt this will be the last time you hear about 100 Thieves or see my face. You guys know that. So just thank you. Hope you guys have a good one.
Oh. I don't know what to say, man. That's tough. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, that bites a lot. Ah, man. I'm just like trying to imagine like Nate Shot's brand, like just Nate Shot, him, this guy, this amazing person was built on Call of Duty. And it's gotta hurt so much, man. Oh, dude. Bro, it's like he's done so much for Call of Duty, and like, oh, wait, oh, bro, oh, damn, the feels are hitting me. It's just like, he's done so much for the league. Yeah, 100 talk. Honestly, the league needs Nade 100T more than Nade needs the league. That's so true, and that's why I'm like frustrated, is because he's done so much for Call of Duty. And like, Call of Duty wouldn't be the thing it is now if it wasn't for him and his former manager when he was in Optic Gaming, Hector. And the fact like they won't even like help him out or try to maintain the one brand that has brought so much attention to Call of Duty has to be the most frustrating. And bro, that hurts so much.
Let's go.
And he did so much with this esports team in the brand new organization, right? And he's brought trophies home with this Call of Duty team. And the fact that like that blows my mind, they're not willing to work with them. Oh, that's so frustrating, man. Oh, man. I understand the thought behind it, but I don't think esports is established enough to move to it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I understand, like, why they want a franchise. I get it. But I think they should have just stuck with the current model for another few years, because I feel like if they would have done another year, like they would have made, I don't know. I don't know the Call of Duty scene in terms of finances enough to know whether or not they were making a profit. Because if they really were pushed to franchising and they were willing to sacrifice having Nadeshot and his organization in the Call of Duty scene, then maybe that goes to show like they just weren't making enough money to justify the events that they were hosting, you know? And that's why they needed a franchise, and to make sure that they had a security blanket in order to afford having these Call of Duty teams. I'm just frustrated that they won't let him maintain the 100 Thieves branding, and they weren't willing to work out a deal with him to have someone that promotes Call of Duty as much as he does. And honestly, like, that's frustrating. And like, these players are some of the these players are some of the coolest people in the Call of Duty scene, period. And I know I'm biased, but I genuinely mean that. Like, and maybe that has to do with the way 100 Thieves has built the story of these players. But like Enable, Quavo, those two are my favorite. Quavo's on, I don't know. When I first started watching 100 Thieves, Quavo was like my all-time favorite, but getting to know Enable more and more as time went on, like he's secretly like trying to top Quavo. I'm like, man, chat, I'm in my feels. I'm sorry. Just like 100 Thieves actually means a lot to me. I mean, like for anyone that knows me, like knows me, maybe I haven't shared it on stream enough, I'm a die-hard 100 Thieves fan. And a lot of that has to be because Nadeshot, Nadeshot is like one of my biggest heroes when it comes to content creation and just YouTube people in general. And if not the biggest. And then he signs Valkyrie, which is another huge inspiration to me and where I try to draw a lot of my positivity from. Yeah, I just don't like to see him down like that. Like, he's just done so much. Did you hear how he gave away? How'd you talk about? Do you know how much money he gave away? He gave away like $1 million or something. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry to get down at the end. It's just 100 Thieves actually means a lot. They inspire me a lot, dude. Anytime I get lazy with like content creation, or I start to get inconsistent, or like you know, like I see a 100 Thieves video and it's like it inspires me to keep going, you know? And yeah, that's tough.